journey. As twilight descended upon the city, a weary woman, exhausted from the day's toils at her workplace, embarked on her journey homeward. The streets, usually bustling with activity, now lay hushed and tranquil, offering a fleeting respite amid the nocturnal serenity. Unexpectedly, a deafening cacophony rent the stillness, jolting her senses into high alert. In a swift moment, her gaze pivoted, capturing the sight of an onrushing car hurtling towards her, prompting an instinctual readiness for an imminent collision. In that heart-stopping fraction of time, the world appeared suspended, as though time itself had paused, frozen in its tracks. The impact reverberated through her being, an excruciating surge of anguish that seemed to rend her existence apart. Before coherent thoughts could form, the surroundings dissolved into an abyss of darkness, surrendering her to the care of compassionate souls within the confines of a hospital. Emerging from the depths of unconsciousness after an arduous stint in medical care, a peculiar detachment from her physical vessel seized her consciousness. Hovering above her corporeal form, she beheld the dedicated medical attendants toiling beneath her. An unprecedented awakening coursed through her, reshaping her understanding of existence in an utterly unconventional paradigm. Reclining in her infirmary berth, a tranquil and encompassing sensation enveloped her, unveiling a boundless realm, suffused with an enigmatic vitality. A mystical energy permeated her surroundings, leaving her in profound awe and wonder. Despite the frailty of her physical frame, her spirit encountered an unparalleled sense of tranquility and equilibrium. This profound encounter catalyzed a seismic transformation in her perception of life. Her spirit ascended akin to a soaring rocket, transcending the confines of corporeal boundaries, granting her the liberty to traverse the ethereal expanses amidst billowing clouds. The environment metamorphosed into an expansive vista, teeming with an overwhelming aura of affection and sanctuary. Her faculties attained an acute acuity, granting her the capacity to discern even the minutest intricacies. Within this boundless domain, she revelled in the liberation of movement, akin to an unshackled essence, embarking on a breathtaking odyssey of enlightenment and self-discovery. Abruptly, a soothing resonance greeted her, an elusive yet profoundly comforting presence that imbued her with an innate sense of tranquility. A radiant figure materialized before her, an angelic embodiment draped in resplendent white attire, clutching a gleaming golden sword, an aura that resonated with divinity and captivation. As the celestial being drew near, her anxieties and apprehensions dissipated, replaced by an unfamiliar warmth and solace. This celestial being unveiled herself as the guardian angel, guiding her through a portal into an expansive chamber, reminiscent of an open-air theatre. Her life unfurled in a kaleidoscope of scenes, ranging from cherished moments with dear ones to personal tribulations. Some evoked jubilation, while others stirred melancholy, prompting introspection on past deeds. Throughout this introspective sojourn, the angel remained a silent yet reassuring companion. As the vignettes of her existence culminated, she was presented with the choice of charting a different course. Contemplating the majestic wings of her celestial guide, she entertained the extraordinary notion of taking flight. In a moment fraught with contemplation, she made the decision to heed her celestial guide's direction. Together, they traversed a corridor that led to a vast expanse, a realm of sheer magnificence. It unveiled itself as a paradise overflowing with serenity and elation. This celestial domain dazzled with verdant foliage, a myriad of vibrant blossoms, a celestial canopy adorned with stars, and the enfolding warmth of radiant sunlight. Here, she stumbled upon boundless rapture and tranquility, a place where the demarcation between her being and paradise blurred into insignificance. An exhilarating surge of profound emotions suddenly engulfed her, love and hope intertwined, enfolding her in a profound, soothing energy akin to being cradled in a serene quilt of tranquility. As her gaze wandered, she discerned a figure draped in resplendent white robes crowned with gleaming gold, a countenance whose eyes appeared to encompass the entirety of the cosmos. She instantly recognized it as God. A smile and an outstretched hand from this divine embodiment beckoned her into an embrace, immersing her in an infinite reservoir of love and absolution. God's voice, as gentle as a whispering zephyr, resonated, "My child, I've borne witness to the trials that have befallen you, observed the anguish and adversity you've confronted. I'm ever present, ceaselessly vigilant, and eternally loving, irrespective of circumstances." Enveloped in divine warmth, she confided her uncertainties to God, feeling her efforts were inconsequential. She questioned the purpose of her existence. God listened intently and reassured, "My child, comprehend that every individual on earth holds significance. Each person has a part to play, even in seemingly ordinary vocations, such as that of a custodian. It transcends mere cleaning. It's about maintaining spaces for the collective welfare. Every person's labor holds weight, regardless of its apparent magnitude." This newfound realization reshaped her outlook on both her occupation and her life. God illuminated the intrinsic impact of her actions upon others. Abruptly, a surge of purpose coursed through her, unveiling an entirely new perspective on the world. God indicated it was time for her to return and conclude what she had initiated. Instead of despondency, this revelation ignited inspiration within her, propelling her toward her purpose. She expressed gratitude to God for unveiling the essence and significance of her existence. She refrained from beseeching to remain, cognizant of the necessity to return, to evolve into an enhanced version of herself. Guided by an angel, she returned to earth, akin to a leap through time. In an instant, she found herself back within the hospital's confines. The medical practitioners labored tirelessly to revive her. A nurse conveyed to the doctor, "We've exhausted all measures, but her heart has ceased." A surge of apprehension engulfed her as she witnessed her lifeless form. It appeared as though her fate was slipping away. Witnessing her distress, the angel placed a hand upon her heart, and gradually the heart monitor resumed its steady rhythm. The angel instructed her, "Reunite with your corporeal vessel," and her essence melded seamlessly back into her physical form. Gradually, she became cognizant of the hospital's clamour, the chatter among the staff, and the rhythmic beeping of the equipment. Gradually, she opened her eyes, encircled by the sterile walls of the hospital chamber. A slight haze enveloped her, and her body felt rigid. A concerned physician inquired, "How do you feel?" Struggling to articulate due to an irritated throat, she responded solely through nods to the physician's updates. Their notification of a recent heart attack stunned her, yet they assured her of her rescue. Despite her consciousness, a lingering dizziness and weakness prompted their recommendation for continued hospital stay. Secluded in her room, she contemplated the recent turn of events. In an unexpected dialogue with a doctor, she spontaneously recounted her encounter with an angel. Initially met with skepticism, the physician grew progressively captivated by her tale. Surprisingly, he divulged his experience during her operation, revealing a critical juncture where a mysterious voice urged him to persist for an additional 2 minutes. Deeming it an unprecedented medical occurrence, he acknowledged her narrative. With gradual recuperation, visits from family and friends buoyed her spirits, offering essential emotional support. The hospital's personnel extended exemplary care, going beyond the call of duty for her well-being. Several days later, the doctor delivered the uplifting news of her readiness for discharge. On her way home, an overwhelming sense of gratitude enveloped her, for the angel who guided her, the doctor who persevered, and most significantly, for the divine guidance illuminating her path. Some phenomena simply elude scientific explanation. The entire ordeal heightened her commitment to self-care, encompassing both physical and mental well-being. It ignited a fervour for personal growth and transformation within her. She resolved that this encounter would impart an added depth to her life, fostering profound comprehension